So, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the 11 biggest challenges for software as a service sales. It's great to see everybody here, especially those not from DocuWare. And what I'm going to do is just go through, first off, who I am. My name's Bob Fullam. Over 20 years experience in technology sales via the channel and direct in various different organizations. So have a really good understanding of what we're trying to achieve within the cloud market, and we've kind of spoken to a lot of VARs, SIs, MSPs across Europe in regards to the problems and issues that arose for them when they first started looking at software as a service as a genuine new revenue stream for their business. So, obviously, we're looking at how we can benefit from this as an organization. The world's changed an awful lot over the last few years. The COVID pandemic, the way businesses are actually being run, and the working environment that people now see themselves in has really led to a massive boom in the software as a service market. The big thing is, that means the time is right for us to benefit from that. So how are we going to do that? How do we benefit from the software as a service market? Well, all value-added resellers, system integrators, MSPs, everyone is faced with the challenge of expanding their sales activity within software as a service and the cloud. The ability to further open up attractive markets of sort of specifically SME business, which, if you didn't know, currently stands at a whopping 5.5 million companies in the UK alone, means that there are really attractive and beneficial ways that we can move forward with the sort of solutions that companies are offering in the cloud, along with their related services and add-ons that can really benefit our organizations. It's the ability to scale flexibly as business needs change. Simple, attractive cost structures of cloud solutions. Outstanding safety, security, and reliability of the solutions themselves. Companies are looking to benefit from this and generate these better revenue streams than they're currently seeing. From the perspective of software manufacturers, they need to look at how they're providing new, innovative products to reach ever-changing markets, but also serve the sales channel with suitable partner models that will allow them to excel in taking on those new solutions. It's imperative to provide partners with ready-to-use solutions which can immediately generate visible revenue to the organization. Things that they're doing are providing lucrative new opportunities in the service and consulting business, providing high margins and recurring cloud revenues, which is massively important. Cloud know-how for not just your customers, but also your employees. Because if your employees don't know the software, how are your customers going to know it? And obviously, outstanding sales support and online training. So, looking at all of this, and having spoken to lots of companies across Europe in regards to what they were looking to achieve when they first looked at the software as a sales market, these are the 11 main challenges that they came up with. The first one, obviously, entering the cloud business. So the cloud market in the UK, extremely healthy. You're currently standing at $10 billion. Pounds. Yeah, we're in the UK, not even in Europe. So 10 billion pounds in the UK currently. It's expected to rise to over 15 billion by 2025. Now, if we're not in that market and we're not making money from it, somebody else is. And it's massively important for companies to look at how they can expand their current portfolios and actually achieve these revenues within the cloud and within software as a service. Some system houses are already generating high volumes from this. So I think it's time that we get in on the act. Let's make some money. The biggest challenge is finding the suitable products that are going to fit your customer base, the way you do business, and the way you want to drive your company forward. Finding those products that fit that are your biggest challenge. And it's really out there that you guys need to be looking at the market in exactly how you want to drive forward and find products that are actually complementing what you're existing doing, complementing what your customers want to see you doing and what they want to achieve moving forward. Secondly to that is the manufacturers themselves. They're expected to quickly onboard new partners in regards to their sales teams, their support teams, how they provide the information about the products themselves to you. So not just looking at the right products that you want to sell in the cloud, but also the right manufacturers of that software in regards to how they can support you to do that. The idea is obviously that you can quickly benefit from a good product, a good manufacturer to generate recurring margins, not just from the software, but from the service revenues of that product in the cloud. Number 2 of our wonderful challenges. The issue of migrating existing customers, or do you go out and win new customers? For every company, whatever you're doing, it's always about making sure that your current customers are happy, but also bringing in those new customers to increase your revenues, to build a bigger business. It's compelling within the cloud market because for both service providers and customers, 50% of new potential software sales are based on cloud solutions. So 50% of people, when they're looking for software, are now looking for that solution to be based in the cloud. That's huge. And it immediately tells you how much business is open and available to you at this current time in the cloud market. Most customers have recognized the advantages of using the public cloud and want to benefit from the attractive pricing structures, the scalability of the solutions, and the flexibility of using the cloud. It's literally only a matter of time before your existing customer base start turning around saying to you that, you know, we've got this maintenance resource intensive on-premise solution that we're using at the moment. We kind of want to do it in a different way. That's where the cloud is coming in. So within this, whether you start chasing new customers, and we will come on to that in a second, but with your existing customers, if you are going down the cloud route, tell them. Don't start having a cloud solution and sitting there going, right, you know, people will start picking up on this. Get out and tell your customers, look, you've been with us with an on-premise solution for 20 years. We're still going to support you in that, but we're also doing this. This is a new way for you to do exactly the same business that's less cost intensive, far easier, and far more scalable and flexible for you to use. They are going to pick up on this. They're already looking at this. So don't let them go somewhere else to find it. Make sure the solutions that you can offer them for cloud-based services are there ready for you to be able to drive that business for them. So don't ignore your existing customers. Issue number 3 is obviously the new customer. Where do you get them? Where do you find them? Go and stand on the street corner. Hello, come and buy my software. Doesn't tend to work, you never know, it might. But everybody in any business knows the biggest issue you have is winning new customers, especially as a system house, because there are loads of us out there. So it makes sense to expand your portfolio with solutions from the cloud that appeal to the broadest scope of potential customers. Don't pigeonhole yourself with what you're trying to achieve. If you can provide something that 80% of your customers will go, that's a good idea, I like that, or 80% of businesses that are out there are going to turn around and say, there's potential there, you're already expanding what you've always been working on. And you're far more likely to pick up customers that potentially would not have been using your services previously because they didn't see a benefit in the solutions that you were providing. Pre-configured modules within cloud-based solutions like invoice processing, employee onboarding, sales management, HR are perfect ways for every company to see the benefit of using your business, because all of those things are familiar to every department head. Every director in a company is going to know that's part of their business. If you can provide the modules that allow them to work in a far more flexible, far more efficient, and a far more scalable way, they are going to see the benefit in dealing with you. If the customer sees processes in their first appointment with you that fulfill 80% of their requirements, they are far more likely to buy. And the big thing here, and this is the massive difference between on-premise and cloud, is the fact that if they see the benefit straight away, they are likely to buy a cloud solution in days rather than the weeks or months that they would look for an on-premise solution. Cloud solutions allow your sales departments to be quickly freed up to move on to their next project, because the sales cycle is so much faster. So they are dealing with far more projects on a monthly, quarterly, or yearly basis. The cloud offering then becomes particularly attractive to small and medium enterprise companies because they often shy away from high initial investments and a return on investment that just doesn't seem to be there quick enough. That's why cloud is where people want to move to. But this is all well and good. We've talked about, letting your existing customers know that you're moving into cloud solutions. How to go out there and look for new customers, because providing that service is going to expand your portfolio. But how do I do that? Challenge number 4. How on earth do I market my new cloud solutions to people? You employ a marketing agency. No, you don't. No. So, as part of the decision to move into software as a service sale, one of the things, and I personally consider this to be the most important thing, you as a company will automatically start talking to people about the new product that you've got in hand. But the really, really important thing, You've gone to a manufacturer of software and said, we want to use your cloud solution. We want to partner with you and add that to our portfolio. That manufacturer needs to be providing you with sales enablement tools, presentations, videos, brochures, marketing material, everything that you need to be immediately able to get that knowledge, that message out to your customers that tells them this is your new solution. Your name should be on their partner list on their website. So people can go and check that and go, oh blimey, yeah, look, Joe Blogs Limited is actually on there. They're a partner of that company. It's allowing them to know exactly where you stand with that organization. They provide you with the tools that are there to allow you to build your business. Massively important. It is possibly the most important one of all of these challenges, ensuring that that company that you're dealing with are giving you the tools to allow you to sell that service. And obviously, that will mean you will see far better return on your investment, which is always good. The other things that within, sort of that you consider within the marketing side of things is a lot of companies will do things like business lunches, breakfast meetings and things like that. If you've got the ability to be able to sit there, kind of work with a few people within the same industry that you're looking at maybe targeting with this new software, you can have those meetings. Having the ability of selling a cloud solution where you can sit there and turn around and say, look, you know, we're all having lunch together or we're all having breakfast together. Open up your laptop, a live demo in a browser or in a virtual environment that you can show people there and then of exactly what that software can do for them. It's going to be massively beneficial. I think my microphone's come off my ear. Technical fault. This is why I deal with software, because it's so much easier than hardware. Where was I? Oh yes, that was marketing. Now, issue number 5. What is our next challenge? Ah yes, compensating for the declining hardware business. I'm just looking at how much time I've got left as well. I'm talking too slowly. So everybody knows that the hardware business as a whole is on a bit of a decline, especially the server market, because companies are looking more for flexible cloud solutions that will achieve far more for them than having a massive room in their office that's full of servers, blinking lights, and having to employ people to manage that sort of stuff, having to make sure that they've got air conditioning in that little office and the expense and all of this sort of stuff. So cloud is a lot cheaper. What you need is to have that ability for recurring revenue from the actual license model that you get within the software as a service sale, but also the additional technical and support aspect of dealing with that company. So having the license model that allows you to generate revenue, but also having the support side of it that allows you to add even more revenue will actually counteract the loss and probably produce even more revenue than the server market that you may have been in previously. So that brings us on quite quickly to the actual service business in the cloud. It's all well and good having a software as a service that you can put out to people in a very quick and easy way that allows you to generate revenue. Having your business use professional services that you would be trained to do by the software manufacturer in a professional environment so that you can do it properly adds another revenue stream to that business. And everybody's happy when they've got more revenue streams coming in. So using the manufacturer in regards to training your employees, ensuring that you have a full guide with arguments for sales and service descriptions that allows you to have that consultative side of things as well. That is going to allow you to give more benefit to your customer. That it's going to give more money, but it's going to give more benefit to the customer. The customer's going to turn around and say, do you know what? I really like this company. I'm going to do even more with them. So, how do we ensure all of that is done? Why have you jumped? You terrible little thing, you. Availability and further training of staff. So, you will always have the challenge of the staff potentially not being skilled enough or not having enough staff, or always looking for new staff to come on board so that you can fulfill all the requirements of your customers. Here's where the manufacturer of the software can become really beneficial, because they should be providing you full training for your staff, whether it's the sales or the support staff, in regards to how you can drive that business forward. They should be looking at receiving full certification in regards to how they can build a far better portfolio for those customers that you have. So online training, certification, webinars, seminars, everything that allows them as your employees to be far more beneficial to you as an organisation and your customers moving forward. Again, increasing your revenue streams. Our next challenge is the change in projects. If this would, I don't know what's going on with my, I'm going the wrong way. Technology, it's a terrible thing, isn't it? Or is it just the people using it? So, changing projects. A lot of companies that have predominantly been on-premise systems-based companies have spent an awful lot of time and do spend an awful lot of time building systems that are labour intensive, work intensive, time intensive to actually be implemented and work through. Moving to software as a service sales means that you are freeing these guys up to work on far more projects on a monthly, quarterly, yearly basis, because the implementation times are far faster. It's modular in regards to working with a specific area of the business to start with, and then expanding that through your professional services that your manufacturer has trained your guys on doing in regards to configuration and potential APIs, these sort of areas, allowing you to, again, generate far more business from quicker, faster, and far more number of projects that you're working on a yearly basis. It allows you to provide a best practice workflow, not for just you in the way you work, but for your customers on a working basis of knowing exactly where they stand with the company and how they are going to implement advancements to that software as a service that you're providing in them on an easy basis and easily visible on how that will grow. Security and compliance, everybody's bane within software. So because of things like GDPR, and there are 1,000,001 different data protection rules that are all over the globe at the minute that we all have to adhere to. If you're providing bespoke solutions that are built for specifically that company, it's your responsibility as that provider to ensure all of that software is compliant and up to date on a regular basis, and doesn't drop you or your customer down a hole. If you're using cloud services, the joyous thing here is the fact that it's actually the manufacturer of that software that needs to ensure all of those compliances are in place. Working well and closely with the manufacturer will ensure that if there are new areas, new regulations, and new things that come up that are within your region or your country that you need to work with, they can quickly and easily update the solution to ensure that those are covered. And that takes a world of pain off your back. And we're getting to the end now, and I can see you're all really upset. So, number 10. Integration into existing IT environments. This is the great one. This is where you can make lots of people happy. So everybody uses various different solutions in regards to how they run their IT environments within their organizations. So as a cloud product that you would be supplying, you need to take a holistic view of how you can integrate that cloud solution with what solutions people already have in place. So if you can provide user-friendly, wizard-guided configuration and connectors with little or no programming, which is always very nice, and via standard interfaces that allow people to interact with their entire IT environment, they are going to love you and probably want to have babies with you. Because you've just made their life easier. And this is the kind of thing that software as a service is allowing you to achieve as a business if you move into these areas. Our final little thing is availability and performance of the system. It's massively important because you can sit there and go to your customers on a daily basis and go, yeah, we've got this brand new software as a service that we're doing. We want you all to take it up. And they all go, brilliant, we'll have that. That sounds great. And they implement the system and they have 50% uptime on accessing that system. What is going to happen to you? That customer is going to hold you like a football and go, boom. Who are you going to be annoyed with? Not just the customer for leaving, but also that software manufacturer for not providing you with a system that is actually accessible to you on an ongoing basis. So one of the most important things when you are looking at what software as a service you would like to get into and what type of manufacturer that you want to work with is their availability. And to be honest, you don't want to be talking to anyone who isn't offering a 99.9999999% uptime of their solution, because you are the one that will get the grief from your customers. So, thank you for listening to me waffle. The whole point of this is the fact that it is giving you food for thought about looking at how you can move into software as a service and cloud solutions. I'm not telling you what companies to go to or what solutions that you should be offering. What I am saying is this is giving you ideas of what you need to think about when you go forward and actually talk to those companies. So, final thing, any questions from anyone before I get booted off the stage by the stage manager? And no questions from anyone from DocuWare. Right, hold on, because if I put my other glasses on, I can actually see people. I don't even know where I've put them. There they are. Hold on. Oh my God, there are people in the room. Thank you very much. That's me. That's done, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for coming.